Welcome to the Holy Bible Study with Shelby. Well, we're in Genesis chapter 49. We got one more chapter to go and we through with Genesis. This has been quite of a journey. Make sure you have your King James Version Bible, pen, paper, and patience. Man, make sure you got the family at the table. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button, notification bell. And make sure we share this content. That's the will of God, for us to know Him and to share Him. With that said, Genesis chapter 49. Now we know in 48 that He blessed Manasseh and Ephraim, Joseph's two sons. Now Jacob getting ready to bless his other children. So he blessed the grandchildren. Now he's going to bless his sons. Okay, so this is what you're going to be hearing, and let's get started. Genesis chapter 49. Let's go.
Genesis 49. And Jacob called unto his sons, and said, Gather yourselves together, that I may tell you that which shall befall you in the last days. Gather yourselves together, and hear, ye sons of Jacob, and hearken unto Israel your father. Reuben, thou art my firstborn, my might, and the beginning of my strength, the excellency of dignity, and the excellency of power. Unstable as water, thou shalt not excel, because thou wentest up to thy father's bed, then devilest thou it. He went up to my couch. Simeon and Levi are brethren. Instruments of cruelty are in their habitations. O my soul, come not thou into their secret, unto their assembly. Mine honour, be not thou united. For in their anger they slew a man, and in their self-will they digged down a wall. Cursed be their anger, for it was fierce, and their wrath, for it was cruel. I will divide them in Jacob, and scatter them in Israel. Judah, thou art he whom thy brethren shall praise. Thy hand shall be in the neck of thine enemies. Thy father's children shall bow down before thee. Judah is a lion's whelp. From the prey, my son, thou art gone up. He stooped down. He couched as a lion, and as an old lion, who shall rouse him up? The scepter shall not depart from Judah, nor a lawgiver from between his feet, until Shiloh come, and unto him shall the gathering of the people be. Binding his foal unto the vine, and his ass's colt unto the choice vine, he washed his garments in wine, and his clothes in the blood of grapes. His eyes shall be red with wine, and his teeth white with milk. Zebulun shall dwell at the haven of the sea, and he shall be for an haven of ships, and his borders shall be unto Zidon. Issachar is a strong ass couching down between two burdens, and he saw that rest was good, and the land that it was pleasant, and bowed his shoulder to bear, and became a servant unto tribute. Dan shall judge his people, as one of the tribes of Israel. Dan shall be a serpent by the way, an adder in the path, that biteth the horse heels, so that his rider shall fall backward. I have waited for thy salvation, O Lord. Gad, a troop shall overcome him, but he shall overcome at the last. Out of Asher his bread shall be fat, and he shall yield royal dainties. Naphtali is a hind let loose, he giveth goodly words. Joseph is a fruitful bough, even a fruitful bough by a well, whose branches run over the wall. The archers have sorely grieved him, and shot at him, and hated him. But his bow abode in strength, and the arms of his hands were made strong by the hands of the mighty God of Jacob. From thence is the shepherd, the stone of Israel. Even by the God of thy father, who shall help thee, and by the Almighty, who shall bless thee with blessings of heaven above, blessings of the deep that lieth under, blessings of the breasts, and of the womb. The blessings of thy father have prevailed above the blessings of my progenitors, unto the utmost bound of the everlasting hills. They shall be on the head of Joseph, and on the crown of the head of him that was separate from his brethren. Benjamin, shall raven as a wolf. In the morning he shall devour the prey, and at night he shall divide the spoil. All these are the 12 tribes of Israel. And this is it that their father spake unto them, and blessed them, every one according to his blessing he blessed them. And he charged them, and said unto them, I am to be gathered unto my people. Bury me with my fathers in the cave that is in the field of Ephron the Hittite, in the cave that is in the field of Machpelah, which is before Mamre, in the land of Canaan, which Abraham bought with the field of Ephron the Hittite, for a possession of a burying place. There they buried Abraham and Sarah his wife. There they buried Isaac and Rebekah his wife, and there I buried Leah. The purchase of the field and of the cave that is therein was from the children of Heth. And when Jacob had made an end of commanding his sons, he gathered up his feet into the bed, and yielded up the ghost, and was gathered unto his people.
Okay. Well, we see Jacob finally died. But he gave his sons blessings. Some was good blessings and some was bad. For especially with Reuben, being the oldest son, Reuben slept with one of Jacob's concubines, which would have been a stepmother to him. And so he got punished for that. He won't receive some land. Simeon and Levi, they took it upon themselves to take revenge for their sister being raped, and they went out and killed all the men who raped her. Most would say, well, that sounds justified, but when you don't consult in God or even their father, they did things their own way. And you don't do that. You got to consult the Lord and even your own father. You just don't go out and take it on yourself, because God said, let vengeance be mine. And then he talks about Dan, being like a serpent, causing people to fall off their horse. And Dan and Ephraim, as we find out in the Bible, they're going to be disinherited. By the time we get through the Bible, you'll find out they lost their inheritance. Okay. But what's really interesting is when Jacob told them, hey, you bury me with my father, which is Isaac. Let's see, which one was that? Verse 31. In this cave, we got Abraham who's buried there, Sarah, Isaac. Now you got Jacob. Now I mentioned these people here and Rebekah because Israel is made up. The literal name Israel, and all these people are in this cave right today. The only one that's missing is the E, but the E is the name of the land where they've been buried, which is Ephraim. Okay? So that's kind of like cryptid type burial. But anyway, I thought I'd throw that in there. So Jacob is gone now, and the last chapter of Genesis we're gonna do next time, and we'll find out what happened with Jacob, or how they're gonna give him a big send-off. But for us to get from 1 to 49, 1 to 50, very much of a blessing. And I'm looking forward to finishing up Genesis 50 with you. So meantime, take care of yourself, be happy, and thank you for your time.